Hi guys, Kim here. The spiral. If we look at this reality as a spiral forever getting smaller and faster, then we may get some indication of when we can experience a breakthrough. The way I see it is, as soon as we get close enough to the center of the spiral, we will enhance our abilities at a multiple level, and we'll begin to process the remembering of who we are and what it is that we came here to do. When I was a kid, there are all these TV shows about the future, like the far-off future, with spaceships and space travel, like Lost in Space and Star Trek. And even at that time, Back to the Future, that was in the future when I was a kid. Now, we rarely see any depictions of the future unless it's some sort of Hunger Games, dog-eat-dog deprivation, full of violence, or some sort of morphed technology, alien, master control monster. That's where they want us to think our future is. They do this for predictive programming purposes. But in essence, if we were not to fear the future, then right now is okay. So I take it we can observe how they are scared that we will awaken the source within us before their time clock runs out. Their main objective at this time is to keep us under the illusion of fear, but they do this through playing out their game in projections of the future. One thing that I've seen is that recently when something's declared, then a few days later the decision's revoked. Like in France the other day, for instance, where they created the passports and then they had to revoke it like 2 or 3 days later. So the further down the track we go, the bigger the threats will be to amplify the fear more. And then the quicker the resolution will be announced too. So recently I was observing a couple of things relating to this time being faster and the time gaps being less. And when was the last time you ever heard anybody referring to making plans to like next year or even next month for that matter? If you look at the YouTube videos, the vast majority of people are focused either on the present or the past, and even the forecasts tend to be just maybe a month away at the stretch. Plus videos are less long, shorter time frames, more concise information, rather than 20-minute intros introducing themselves. It's quick and to the point, like a TikTok meme. It appears that the gap is lessening, where people in general focus their attention to the now. Even the cyclical nature of our reality, the things we still need to overcome, the lessons come quickly, and they may be quite dramatic in nature, but we overcome those challenges really quickly compared to how we dealt with stuff a couple of years ago, when things could have stretched out for months or even years. Jobs are casual now, shorter shifts, less work hours. Everything seems to shift quickly. And when we get to the stage where the forecasts are in hours rather than days, then we'll be able to observe the quickening more acutely. There's a big race going on, and you can hear the sense of urgency with the language as they hurry to get this thing done. They may have brought themselves more time with CERN, who knows, but either way, they're trying to pressure us into making decisions. Over the next few days, the energy might shift a bit. So here in Australia, it's already the 18th, and I've got high hopes for big energy shift occurring around now and leading up to the full moon on the 20th, and then beyond that. I kind of feel that the energy pattern will pertain to the collective mind and confidence in self, that our mental powers will strengthen. If you've been feeling trapped recently like me, this is the time for this to give. The other thing that we may experience is more kindness around us, and then the potential for the collective action taking place. Might also be a reassuring aspect to this, where you could see your life better, or see the way forward better. Feeling of wanting to stay indoors, not communicate with the outside world. It's there so we can go deeper to understand ourselves more and where we belong in this world. We've been tried and tried and tried over the last few months. And the other night I was feeling like a lab rat in a maze, constantly coming across walls whereby I needed to change direction, constantly evolving, constantly changing my beliefs and in a flash incorporating more pertinent information when it became available. But at the same time, the matrix itself is breaking, it's losing its power, and the power's the key. That's the thing that's corrupt. The power is the illusion. The more people that do not trust that power, then the greater the collective mindset will be able to deal with this. I'd really like to know if you guys are actually experiencing this quickening in your lives, and if you've observed repeating patterns around the increase of frequency of them. I'm feeling that this is a major key that will assist us in breaking the illusion down. So when we can experience these things personally, we'll begin to see the illusions and experience an increase of energy awareness in ourselves because of it. So that's all from me today. Just go easy on yourselves. Hugs all around. Ta-ta for now.